Hey ghouls and creeps, I'm Brit, and welcome to my channel where we do spooky, DIY, home, and lifestyle content all year long. I'm so excited because today we're decorating for Halloween. Now I live in an 800 square foot apartment, so space can be a little bit of a challenge when putting out decor, specifically tabletop decor with such limited surfaces available. I do have shelving that I dedicate completely to decorations, however I don't have a mantle or a large dining table that you may find in a house. In the words of Macklemore, the ceiling can't hold us, and neither will the confines of my apartment. We're going to decorate all the shelving and some of the surface areas in the main living area. So if you're an apartment dweller or are somebody that truly appreciates small vignettes of spooky decor, you're in luck. Let's take a look at what we're working with today. The first area to be decorated is the shelf in my living room near the front door. You may be thinking to yourself, Brit, the decor you have out already looks Halloweeny to me, but you better believe that it's about to get a whole lot more black and orange in here. The second main area that I'll be decorating is the shelving in the kitchen. I love putting eye-catching pieces here because it is one of the first areas you see when you walk into the apartment. Other areas that I plan to decorate are in front of the television and windowsills. These spaces are perfect for pieces that either get lost on the shelving or take up too much shelf space. When thinking about the direction I wanted my Halloween decor to go this year, I chose a color palette rather than a theme. Although I do appreciate a good macabre decoration theme, I also love how a space can look with a unified color palette. To get started, I first had to retrieve the Halloween decorations from the hallway closet after being distracted by the rare and elusive lounge lizard in her natural habitat. Some of the decor pieces featured in this video, like the apothecary jar, the spooky season bunting, and headless horseman embroidery hoop art, I made in my previous video. I'll be sure to link this below in the description. When decorating for Halloween, we love listening to the soundtrack from It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, and if the weather is permitting, drinking a warm beverage of tea or cider. We have also adopted the satisfying routine of sorting through stuff we have in storage and putting together a collection of things to donate, which has me wondering, what traditions or routines do you find yourself partaking in when you decorate for Halloween? One element that really elevates a Halloween display is the lighting. One resource that I refer to this year is the Halloween lighting guide put together by That Halloween Bro, which I'll be sure to link below. The second area to be decorated was the living room shelf, starting with decor removal, then followed by a few rearranging sessions. I tried out both the covered canvas frames I had and determined that ultimately I liked the size and height of the larger one. After finishing with decorating, the only thing left to do was to see if Zinnia liked her pumpkin shirt. Once she had it on, she did her best impersonation, or should I say incatenation, of Linus's pumpkin. Fun fact about Zinnia, when we adopted her, her name was Pumpkin, like pumpkin with an N, because it was October and she was a little bit of a troublemaker at the kennel. So this is where we left off as of yesterday. I really love the height of this canvas piece here that I made for a blog project a couple years back, but the orange of the bats don't quite match the orange of the pumpkin or the orange of the apothecary jar bugs. So I really want to recover that in a new material, which I found this one. This really cool skull damask print that is made by or printed by Timeless Treasures. The other thing I really want to do is repaint these plants black to make it more cohesive with the black, orange, and white color theme for the holiday decor spread we have for this year. And the other thing I really want to try out is to remove the labels on these candles that I got from Bath & Body Works a couple years ago. I really like the art, but I think that we can do better. I'm going to try removing these labels and then wrapping them in a transparency sheet that has like Halloween spooky print on it. The idea is that it'll be transparent so the light will be able to shine through as the candle burns down. Because I didn't want the backing muslin to go to waste, I removed it from the original piece to be used with the new material. muslin backing helps reinforce the fabric so that when I go to wrap it around the frame, the feature fabric is less likely to distort and stretch irregularly. Instead of overlocking the edge, for this one I used pinking shears to keep the raw edge from unraveling. Because this fabric is directional, I had just enough material to wrap around the top and bottom edges, but not enough to wrap all the way to the back. It worked, but I would definitely recommend having the edges wrap behind the frame if you can. The labels on the candle jars luckily came off all in one piece. The adhesive, however, was more challenging to remove. I first used rubbing alcohol to break down the adhesive and then tried a couple different surface cleaners. Ultimately, I ended up using a razor blade to scrape off a lot of the adhesive. I found that my candle jars had a 9-inch circumference and my transparency sheets had dimensions of 8 by 8 inches. So I cut 2 strips equal to the height of the jar and used packaging tape to join the 2 strips together with no overlap. This video was a lot of fun to make. I really enjoyed getting to show you around the apartment a little bit more. Even if it did include me stress sweating on the top step of a ladder, it was still a nice change of pace to not be so stationary. Let me know in the comments what your theme for your decor is this year. That is, if you have a theme. You could be somebody that refuses to be put in a box and insists on variety. Let me know. In the next video, the Halloween extravaganza continues, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss when that video comes out. And thank you as always for visiting my creepy craft corner of the internet. I really do appreciate you taking the time to watch. Now let's get to those final shots.